We are joined today by the Over-Secretary of State at the Department of Transport to discuss High-Speed Rail Link 2. We'd like to start by discussing how the department has come up with some of its statistics. For instance, aren't you breaking some of your own rules by not comparing HS2 with some of the viable alternatives?
Well, there's a very good reason for that.
Which is?
Well, if we use the best alternative, our figures probably wouldn't look as good. I mean, sometimes, you know, being in government isn't as difficult as it may seem.
Yes, well, let's just move on to see how some of the department's predictions have actually worked out to prove in reality.
I'm laughing because that reminds me of a joke, you know, going around the government at the moment.
Go on.
How do you define an expert? An expert, you see, is someone who doesn't believe something will work in practice until it's been proven to work in theory.
Yes, well, in practice, HS1, the line in Kent, is now running at only 37% of the forecast demand.
Well, that's only because people aren't using it. If people used that bloody train, our forecasts would be correct, wouldn't they? I mean, you can't blame me for that. I mean, look, if we were able to include pets in those figures, if you look at that man on YouTube who lives with a cat on his head, well, if we were able to include that man and the cat on his head, our figures, well, they wouldn't look as silly as they do now.
No, Minister.